Is this a slow release of UFO disclosure? Pentagon's obscure UFO hunters have been told to release some of their findings. The U.S. military is still tracking aerial phenomena of an unknown nature and origin, despite the official closure of the last known such program in 2012. The existence of a new project was publicly confirmed last month after a Senate hearing, with lawmakers requiring that the UFO hunters step out of the shadows just last month. This is what Congress is requesting. The Pentagon's UFO tracking unit, called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force, they call it that, so they don't call it the Unidentified Flying Object Task Force. Anyway, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force has come under scrutiny in Congress and may be required to report its findings on a regular basis. Now, we know that Canada has disclosed, I know that Quebec, Montreal, even Manitoba has disclosed a lot of these UFO reports and findings have been given to university libraries. The UK has made them public this past spring, their X-Files and UFO files. So I guess that's what's causing the abundant sightings and photos and videos posted on social media just can't be controlled. There's so many people spotting these things. There are some who claim that they could be Atlantean technology from these Atlanteans that lived tens of thousands of years. Manly P. Hall says these people, these entities could still be around. These people that are, quote unquote, perhaps our ancestors, who knows? And they had, as we know, very advanced technology. They even had interstellar travel. Not only that, they even had interdimensional zipping back and forth, according to the Emerald Tablets written by Thoth the Atlantean. But going back to this, the task force first came to light in a June report of the U.S. Senate Intelligence Committee, which said its aim was to standardize collection and reporting on unidentified aerial phenomenon. The unit also seeks to determine whether unidentified objects seen flying over or near the United States are examples of breaking aerospace technology development by adversarial government. Of course, it's a national security issue. We know that the pilots, the U.S. naval pilots on their 2004 drills off the coast of the West Coast off San Diego, were even seeing this on radar. And they were also, some of them, when they landed, said they almost crashed into them. So, this is a very serious thing. Not only viewed on the West Coast, but also on the East Coast. Not only viewed by, witnessed and encountered by the U.S. pilots, but also by Cuba, Puerto Rico, and other countries. Now, senators drew up a new rule here, which requires the task force to submit semi-annual UFO reports to the Congressional Intelligence and Armed Service Committees. The rule is included in the Intelligence Authorization Bill for fiscal year 2021, which passed the House on Thursday, moving on to the Senate. So this is yesterday's news. This is amazing. Not only every month, but every 6 months, they have to report to Congress, UFO reports, to Congressional Intelligence and Armed Service Committees. The shadowy predecessor, now it was in 2017 that the Department of Defense first confirmed the existence of a secret project to study military UFO sightings. The project was called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP, and officially ran under the operation of the Defense Intelligence Agency from 2007 to 2012. The ATIP stated the goal was to investigate foreign advanced aerospace weapon threats, but it also conducted research into fringe space science like invisible cloaks, transversible wormholes, warp drive, and even more. The Pentagon appeared to have expressed little enthusiasm for the ATIP and did not take seriously fears that a foreign government could have created revolutionary aircraft with these capabilities. The program's director, former intelligence official Louis Elizondo, has claimed that it continued for years with support from Navy and CIA officials after government funding dried up in 2012. Now, out of the shadows, Elizondo now says that a new task force has come out of the ATIP. It's now been moved under the Office of Naval Intelligence. Elizondo told New York Times, it no longer has to hide in the shadows. It will have a new transparency. The Pentagon in April formally released 3 short Navy videos of encounters with unexplained aerial phenomena. Elizondo said in 2019 that interviewed that although some UFO reports had been determined to be aerial drones or test firing of missiles spotted from an unusual angle, many still require plausible explanation. But he still hesitated to call those unexplained sightings alien encounters for lack of evidence. This is on Sputnik News. So this is amazing. Congress wants to report every month, and every semi-annual, that is every 6 months, UFO reports to Congressional Intelligence and Armed Services Committees. This is unbelievable. So they're finally coming out with transparency on these things. There are those, I've seen other recent congressmen and senators saying they hope that it is extraterrestrial and not something from, one of our adversaries. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Please leave your comment. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.